This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Charlottesville, home of the Virginia Cavaliers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on a team from the ACC, the Virginia Cavaliers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Cavaliers will boot it away to start the game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Quick handoff. And he's not going anywhere to start the night as the home team greets their visitors rather rudely. Guys, let's talk just for a minute about Minnesota. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. They'll move the wide receiver. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the tight end. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Catch in the middle, it's Norris. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
This defense is flying around with bad intentions. How about the stick the defender just laid on the tight end?
The Golden Gophers are marching down the field. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Back-to-back possessions, 2 forced turnovers, 2 interceptions. Defenses are salivating. That gets you excited. I'm the next guy trying to make a big play. I'm bragging about it if I've already got 1 pick. But if I'm the other guys, I'm like, wait a minute, I got to get me 1 too.
They'll try the right side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Finds his big tight end. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Got him downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
And the Cavaliers are in the red zone. He wants to change this route. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Minnesota. The Cavaliers will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Madden. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
Makes the grab. It's Sampson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
He wants to throw it. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Minnesota! He got a step and just dusted the field.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. UNLV is on top, but it's not like Randall Cunningham is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 10 over Northwestern. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. On the ground, it's Madden. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He leaves it with his back. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We reach the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Got his man in the middle. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, man, I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field. Nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires left. Complete downfield. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
And the Cavaliers are on the move. On the run, it's Madden. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The give on the inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Cavaliers moving quickly to the line. This quarterback part of their running game. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Cavaliers. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their 1st game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Gets it out quickly. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Let's take a minute just to think about Minnesota. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
Man, the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Sampson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
Second down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's good. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Wide open downfield. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. I don't blame them. They're going to keep working this guy out of the slot until somebody finds a way to stop him.
Yeah, and why wouldn't you, man? You find a matchup that's working, and you got a guy with this kind of athletic ability in the slot, dude, keep finding him, keep using different routes. So far, the defense doesn't have an answer for him.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He's got an open man.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Using his legs, it's Booth. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Hold and fire complete. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Cavaliers want to crank the tempo. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Fires to the big fella.
Well, they got the completion there, and it didn't go very far, but the big fella with a nice catch.
Now on 1st down from the 28. He might want another play. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Quickly to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
It'll be 3rd and long.
Let's go! Let's go! All set!
From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Soft spot in the middle. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Motion from the wide receiver. Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Snags it inside the 20. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Might be changing the route. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He caught it!
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
He wants it all. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Golden Gophers will kick it off to start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Quick step and go. Out of bounds at the 16-yard line. He ran it all the way back to the red zone, and man, are they in business. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Rushes on him. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling...
Touchdown, Virginia! Excellent pass by the back on the option. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Tennessee left little doubt. You know, this version of the Volunteers can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program that went 13-0 en route to a national title back in 1998. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Going to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Off play action on first down. Under fire. At midfield, he's got room. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
And that is a different collision. When you're trying to hit the tight end after he catches the football, this ain't a 185-pound wide receiver. Most of these guys, 240, 250, 260, try to go low, take out those ankles. And you see a lot of times that's when they hurdle or they're used to it too. But those big, strong athletes are hard to get to the ground.
And the Golden Gophers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run play action. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Reese. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throw him the football. That's what he catch it, big fella.
The Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Get it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
That's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. So few fumbles are unpreventable. That one seemed to be, and man, oh man, what a devastating blow to this offense.
You gotta know when the play's over. You just gotta go down. It's an example of a guy just trying to do too much at this situation of the game. In the second half, just go down, take the points, take the lead, and keep playing.
A delay of game penalty, just a mistake that you can't have happen at this point of the game and this part of the field. The Cavaliers are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Power football with the run. Gets that thing away from the goalpost. He's got 5 out to the 10-yard line.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Madden. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back, because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
A lot of yardage in front of them. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
They'll move the wide receiver. The offense changing the play. Just keeps slinging it. He fires to the left side. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. And the Cavaliers will punt this one away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. No fair catches here, looking for room. He's got great speed. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
And the Golden Gophers can really attack on this second and short. Now they'll run it to the right here. There he goes. Got enough space. Touchdown, Minnesota! And that one will put them up here in the second half. A long run from the running back, not exactly setting any land speed records, but he got the job done.
It was a long run that took a long time because he's not the fastest guy in the world. But it doesn't matter, right? Get that nose for the end zone, get in the goal line. That's all that matters. That's all we're keeping score. That 6 counts for just as much as all those fast guys that get there in a hurry.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They're testing the right side here. He has the first and still on his feet. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
Man, that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some...
And he throws another interception, his third of the night. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play, and in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, these two have linked up for multiple touchdowns in this game. They had the look they liked. They were licking their chops, taking a shot down the field. We haven't seen too many incompletions when these guys have been trying to play throw and catch.
Back to pass on second down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Question, they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It's complete to the left. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back, who's really good after the catch, and really good with the ball in his hands. But the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. That pick by the D might have saved their only chance to win this game. Now they got to put together a drive. Hauls it in. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Cavaliers headed quickly to the line.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the 1st down. And they saw something they like, because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. Quarterback making checks. To the air on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Running back searching for a hole. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Cavaliers. Extra point here will tie the game.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
The give to the tailback. Thrust that arm out. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's good. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Minnesota.
The Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down. That's what tight ends are supposed to do. Just have people bouncing off them like spitballs off a battleship.
And when you're a defense, you got to understand we got to swarm to the football because these big dudes, they break tackles and they can get loose if we're not tackling with multiple guys. Nice effort by the big fella.
Now on 1st down from the 30. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Golden Gophers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Sampson. Pulled down for the tackle. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Take the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on 3rd down, and life is much better. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Things working pretty well for this defense, out of a dime package and still getting plenty of heat on the quarterback.
Get off the rock, understand the situation. All the fast guys got the back end covered. It's my job to seek and destroy the quarterback. Great job by the defensive line rushing after that guy and getting him on the ground.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Minnesota.
The Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They'll run the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And You got to think about when you want to use that final timeout, when you're going to clock it. Every single second counts. You need a field goal to win, but you got to manage this clock.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Reads it, fires complete. You can dance around and look for space, or you can throw the stiff arm at him. He gets it out to the 17.
And this offense still has time, but a nice job. Let's get as many plays as we can. Get up to the line of scrimmage quick. Keep working the tight ends. Keep working the middle of the field, but we got to do it in a hurry.
Might be calling a hot route. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, at this point of the game, with this field position, with only a few ticks left on the clock, I think the safe move, obviously, punt the ball away, trust your defense, get it to OT, and go try to win it there.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down. Opportunity to catch it, maybe get the 1st down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in you.
29 Philly, 2-9.
Going to the running game. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Looking for room, it's Booth. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, with that run, I think it kind of handcuffs you. I think you want to save that last timeout when you need it for your field goal unit or whatever that looks like. Running the football there, man, keeping that clock ticking. I don't necessarily love that call.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard just like that, like you're talking about, Reese, making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse, just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this, and that's why you rep it and practice throughout the week, these 2-minute type situations late in games. What are you going to dial up? What can you go execute? What can you lean on in order to get the W here? Great job by the offense.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.